In 2019, I bought my first home. It was a condo in Kitchener, and I thought I was being smart. Affordable entry point, low maintenance, like no lawn to mow, no landscaping, no snow cleaning, nothing. And the builder's representative even told me it was a great investment. So here's what they didn't tell me. When I signed my purchase agreement, my monthly condominium fee was $140 a month. By the time I got to closing, 12 months later, that fee had jumped to $275 a month. And before I even had chance to move in, before I had even moved in, or before I had lived there for a single day, my condo fee almost doubled. And that also increased my carrying cost for that condo by 10%. So today in this video I am going to show you exactly what happened and why, if you're a first time home buyer in Kitchener Waterloo area or Toronto right now with $600,000 to $800,000, I would be looking at a detached or a semi-detached property every single time. Hi everyone, this is Harji Sidhu, your realtor, civil engineer, builder and real estate investor based in Toronto and Kitchener Waterloo region. I also own Harji Custom Homes. We build custom homes, legal, duplex, triplex and fourplex conversions and renovations across southwestern Ontario. I help people build, buy their dream homes in Canada, and I am on mission to help 1,000 people build financial freedom through real estate. So now let's get into this video. So as we talked, in 2019, I bought this pre-construction condo in Kitchener, signed at $140 a month in maintenance fee. So now for context, maintenance fee is a condo fee cover. Now for context, maintenance fee in a condo covers buildings like sheer expenses, for like lobbies, elevators, the roof, the HVAC system, snow removal, property management, and it's your share to run this kind of building. $140 sounded reasonable. That's $1,680 a year. But here's the problem. $140 was an estimate based on the last condos that the builder had sold by then, and they used to give some similar number. And I had also assumed that because this was my first time. But by the time my property got closed, that was 12 months later in end of I think that was October 2019 or maybe September, the property management company realized that the reserve fund was not enough. So what did they do? The condo fee got increased from $140 a month to $275 a month, which increased my monthly budget by $135 per month. So that was a $1,620 annual increase I hadn't budgeted for before I unpacked a single box of my stuff. Now think about what this means for someone like myself. I was single at the time. I was making I was making somewhere between $75,000 to $80,000 a year, and with other expenses and my tax, after tax expenses, I bought furniture, I bought appliances. I did not break even by exactly that amount, which means, I had a very bad experience try to do that, even though I tried to increase my income, which happened in like 3-4 months. But at that point I was left with zero cushion, which left me in a very uncomfortable spot. Now think what this means over time, that $275 per month isn't staying at $275. In most condos, the maintenance fee increase every year about 3 to 5%, could be often more. But in 10 years, it could easily go up to $400 a month. I just looked at it. The condo fee in that is around $350 a month right now. Now, which we will get into in a moment. But here's the thing. You get zero equity from that fee. Once that's gone from your account, it's gone every single month. Now let's look at KWC market right now, because the timing of this video is not an accident. I am telling you this, it's not an accident. Now if we look at KWC condo prices, they are down by almost 10% year over year. Now the average price of a condo in Kitchener-Waterloo right now is sitting at $426,000. And now looking about detached houses, they're only down 6.4% year over year. The average around $868,000. I know the gap is real and condos are definitely more affordable upfront. I get it. But here is where a lot of first-time home buyers get the math wrong. They look at the purchase price and stop there. They don't look at the total cost of the ownership. Let me show you what I mean. Let's take a $426,000 condo versus $868,000 detached home. That's what the average price is. Yes, the detached house costs more upfront, but we'll look at the numbers. With the condos, on top of your mortgage, you are also paying first maintenance fee. Let's say your maintenance fee is $350 a month because that's the condo fee. My first condo is currently. So that's actually newer for KWC, which is actually very conservative for KWC buildings, which is like $4,200 a year, every year, forever, with no return. Now second, let's talk about special assessments. This is something nobody talks about. When a condo's building reserve fund runs short, and many do, trust me, they send every unit owner a bill. I have seen this bills range from $10,000 to $20,000 and in some cases more. I have not seen it personally, but in that case, there is no warning, no choice. You have to pay, or you will get a lien on your property. Now third, rental restrictions. Many condo in Ontario can restrict or complicate you renting your unit. So if you're buying as an investment property, or if you ever need to move or you want to hold on to the property, this limits your options in a way as compared to detached homes never would. And now fourth is depreciation. So buildings age, right? And the one thing that you should be aware of every single time is the buildings in North America, they depreciate. But the land that they're built on, they don't depreciate because we are scarce of land, which means the condos built in 2019, 2020, 2021 are already seeing price pressure because there's always a newer building competing for the same buyer, and the land underneath a detached home is what holds the long-term value, not the building itself. As an engineer, I can tell you this with confidence. Now, a $350 maintenance fee over 25 years, even with zero fee increases, that is $105,000 gone. No equity, no return, not a dollar back. Now with a detached house, yes, your mortgage payment is going to be higher, your property tax is going to be comparatively higher, but you can control the property, you can maintain the lawn, you can do the snow cleaning yourself, you can, there's a lot of maintenance works that you can do it yourself to try to save up on the cost. Yes, there would be some things that you cannot do it yourself, like furnace repair or air conditioner repair, or things like that. But even in that cases, you would be able to hire someone from marketplace or your reference or sphere of reference to get the competitive prices. But in the case of a condo corporation, they hire someone, and in most cases those numbers are inflated. I don't know why, but they always are, most likely due to the higher liability terms and conditions imposed by the condominium corporations on any contractors. But this is where you as a house owner can win in these kind of situations. Now, here's my case why detached homes always wins in 2026. The number one is supply is almost gone. So now let's look at January 2026. Ontario recorded only 550 new single detached houses that were started. This was like province-wide, almost nothing. The service land for new detached homes in Kitchener, Waterloo and GTA is finite, and once it's gone, it's gone. Scarcity is going to drive the value up, and detached supply is also not coming back. And the other thing is, now if we look at year over year number, the province of Ontario has also revised their numbers. So as per their current estimate, they're expecting 10,000 less homes to be built this year in 2026 compared to what they had estimated last year that this year's house building starts will be. And now coming on to the reason second is conversion potential. This is someone only some so this is something only someone in my position can really speak of. A detached home in Ontario can be legally converted into a duplex, triplex, or even a fourplex as of right now without a rezoning application in most municipalities. My company exactly does these kind of conversions. We help people buy and build legal duplex, triplex in southwestern Ontario. And I can tell you with confidence that a properly converted duplex can generate $1,800 a month, take two. And I can tell you with confidence that a properly converted legal duplex can generate additional $1,500 to $2,000 a month in rental income from second unit. If it's a studio apartment as a secondary suite, then maybe $1,200, $1,300. But you get the point. Now come back to the condo. Can a condo do this? No, it will always be a condo. And in a condo, you are supposed to live in it. There will be restrictions in some cases that who you can rent it to and things like that. Now, number three is you can control your cost. We have already talked about it earlier. With a detached home, you decide when to replace the home. You can defer it or you can do it sooner if you think that's gonna reduce your overall maintenance expenses in the long term. You decide to update your HVAC. You don't get a letter from a property management company telling you you owe $18,000 because underground parking garage needs resurfacing. You are in absolute control of your property, and this is worth a lot, at least for most buyers who want, like myself, who wants a peace of mind and they don't mind paying some extra money, but peace of mind is worth a lot of money too. Now, where does this leave you as a first-time home buyer trying to decide right now? So here's my honest framework. If your budget is truly under $500,000 and you need to get into the market, you can maybe explore Kitchener-Waterloo area. A condo can work for you, but you have to go in with your eyes open. Budget, take two. But go in with your eyes open, budget for fees that will increase year after year. Ask the builder or seller for the current reserve fund study. Look at the building's age and do not trust the condo fee estimate on the purchase agreement. I have learned that firsthand. Do not trust the builder. Now, if you can stretch your budget to $600,000 to $750,000, you can get into that category of freehold townhouses. If you cannot truly afford a detached, I would maybe recommend that, because in this market, there are a lot of projects out there in GTA in Kitchener-Waterloo. You can get a solid freehold townhouses. And now coming back to Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge, this can also be similar. And if you're looking to get a proper detached, you can get it under the range of 700s. With the rebate going on, HST rebate, it will cost you somewhere between $600,000 to $700,000 as a starter detached home. Now I do get it, as would like to reiterate, the long-term gap is there because a detached or a semi-detached or even freehold townhouse is going to cost you more, but the long-term gap of this can really close faster than most people realize. And when you factor in everything we have talked about. And now the condo that I bought in 2019, closed it in I think September 2019. And the good thing about that was I was able to take leverage of peak markets, not absolute peak market. I sold it in 2022, and then I used that money to upgrade into a detached property in 2023, and I have not looked back since. And this is exactly what, even for my own clients, my whenever someone comes into me looking to buy a condo, one of my first questions to them is asks them their apps. And whenever one client, take three, when some client comes into me wanting to buy a condo, my question to him or her is, do you absolutely need to buy this condo? Like, what are your reasons you are preferring a condo compared to townhouse or a detached or semi-detached property? And then I analyze their reasons, and then some people do have a strong case. Like, for example, they don't want to drive, they don't want to really take care of their lawn, their snow cleaning and all that stuff. For them it's fine, and as long as you are aware about all these hiccups or risks of buying a condo, it's perfectly fine. But if you're someone who's not who doesn't know all these hiccups, like I didn't know when I bought my first condo in 2019, this is something I think it could be worth at least thousands of dollars to you if you're also trying to come into this market. So if you're trying to figure out which way to go, condo or detached, and you want someone professional's help like myself who have lived both sides of it, drop a comment below. I will respond back to everyone. Tell me your budget, tell me your timeline, because I read every single comment. And now if you want to actually run the numbers together with me, there's a link below to book a call with me. No pressure, just a real conversation with someone who's been there. And if you're someone looking to run the numbers together with me, there's a link below to book a call with me. It will automatically go to my Calendly. It will block my calendar, your calendar. We'll have open one-on-one conversation, review your numbers, and hopefully we can come up with a strategy for yourself. So if this video was useful to you, please subscribe this channel. This means a lot for us, me and my team. And till then, see you guys in the next video.